This is Jacob Nelson. This is my submission for the final project part 2. This is the project where I answer a few questions as in a format of talking to myself in the future. And if my future self is listening to this, this is the class named Leadership Theory and Practice. This was in your final semester at UVU, and this was to finish off your degree. So um, the first question of this project was, what is your vision for you? Now, I assume that that is the vision for you for the future, but to kind of start off, my vision for me in the future is to be happy with the job that I hold. I hope in the future that you have a job which makes you happy and you feel fulfilled whenever you go into work. One thing that stood out to me, a video that I guess stood out to me was about a gentleman who is so passionate about his work that he woke up every day without an alarm. And I hope to be as happy as that guy with the job that I hold in the future. Um, The second part is to be someone others around you look to for guidance. Being someone that others look to is such an immensely fulfilling feeling, and I hope that you have that opportunity in the future. I also hope that you have a job that allows you to comfortably live the lifestyle your family needs. I hope that you're able to succeed within your career and that you can allow your wife, this is to me in the future, allow Sarah to be a stay at home mom and facilitate your kids in whatever endeavors they take. And I hope you continue allocating time to that which you are passionate about, whether that be to your family, taking trips, volunteering, hunting, anything that you're passionate about. Those are some of the things that I see in my vision for the future. The second question is, what leadership theories and or philosophies resonate with you and your goals for the future? These are theories that were learned throughout the semester and specifically within the reading. And the ones that stood out to me the most were the team management leadership style. This is the style that values their followers and looks to push them to grow, but also facilitates their success while also accomplishing the job effectively. Um, I feel like this leadership style, coupled with taking a directive approach, um, maximizes team output. Directive approach is really being direct with your followers and guiding them into what needs to be accomplished at what time and being there for them. So I feel like this maximizes the team output along with interpersonal growth within your team that you hold. This is, of course, if you hold a management position in the future, which probably at some point you will. Um, this management style, coupled with the directive approach, really facilitates success within a management position. And this is what resonated with me throughout the course, just because of my workplace experience and the many, many different leaders that I've had. And kind of the third question is, how are your goals manifest? My goals are manifest to the degree by which success comes. And I'll kind of explain that a little further. So, the degree of which success comes in my personal life is the result of my goals. If I'm able to accomplish a goal that I set for myself, the success that I see from that goal is how I feel it will become manifest. Say, for example, I go for a promotion at work and I set that as a goal. That becomes manifest to me in the progress that comes after that. The progress that comes, whether it be from career growth, interpersonal growth, or even salary growth. I feel like always searching for growth and always setting your goals so that you grow the most as a person is what is going to be most valuable to you in the future. And I hope that continues with you going forward. Kind of one of the big questions for me was, how are you becoming yourself? And this is the next question. Becoming yourself, and this is what I wrote down, becoming yourself will involve working closer with people, whether these people are colleagues, clients, or friends and family. Working with people will grow your personal skills and allow you to better utilize your understanding of topics and teach others around you. Um, so many careers involve working with people, and it is so important to focus on your personal skills, your communication skills. And this is something I realized at a very young age, like before I even had a job. I understood that having good communication skills was so valuable in a career going forwards, which is why I chose a sales job as my first job. One, I knew it was easy to get because sales people are always looking for good salesmen. I knew I could get it easily, and because I work directly with people that necessarily don't want to work with me. And having that experience in sales and working with these different types of people allowed me to kind of hone my communication skills. And then, of course, after that, working in customer service, client relations, and ultimately working directly with clients is all factors that go into improving communication skills. And so I hope that you continue to put a good emphasis on that in the future and that you have the same amount of value in that as I do now. Also, putting time into things you're passionate about, learning about things, volunteering, hunting, spending time with family. Those are going to be one of the big things that I think will really go into becoming yourself. Uh, Being passionate about something is something that has always weighed on my mind and is something that I feel like more people should put a good focus on. Um, that way you have something to look to for the weekends, or if you're passionate about your job, you enjoy going into work, you enjoy learning about different things and growing your skill set. And that was actually my last point I wrote down is constantly looking to expand your skill set. There's always something to learn. I don't know if you'll remember this, but at the time of recording this, I've taken an interest into video editing, and I feel like having that and just growing that skill set will be of some importance in the future. And if it's not, well, it's just going to be a fun little skill to have on the side and be able to tinker around with. So, always constantly looking to expand your skill set, learn new things, and experience different ideas is something that's going to be greatly important for you in the future and will allow you to become your better self. Are you enjoying the process of becoming? This is a funny question because it's more of kind of an in the present question rather than looking towards yourself in the future. I'd imagine that I would be in the future. I imagine that by building your foundation upon your family, you will enjoy the process of becoming a better person. Right now, I'm enjoying the process of one doing the above, what was in the previous question, and if nothing changes, I could see that being the same in the future. Right now, I'm putting more effort into spending time volunteering, which is something I'm passionate about. And I hope in the future this continues. And I imagine if it does, that it'll be a very fulfilling experience in the process of you becoming, I guess. If you were to seek out a leader to follow, whether it be living, deceased, or fictional, who would it be and why? During the process of this course, I wrote about this person several times, just because in my mind they stick out the greatest as being a good leader. Her name's Kim Clark. You worked with her at Fidelity. She was your manager in the very early stages, and I'm sure you'll remember her because she's a fantastic individual. She was the type of person that always looked. I guess I should back up. So going throughout this course, and learning about the different leadership styles, she stood out to me because through all of the explanations that the book gave, she always incorporated the best skills that were presented in the book. And the one that I talked about earlier was team oriented management style. She was always there to facilitate growth, but she was also pushing you to do the job in the best way that you possibly could. She wanted you to succeed not only personally, but also within the job itself. And she pushed you to getting into different roles, trying new things, learning different things, and growing your skill set. And she's really the manager or leader, I should say, that sticks out in my mind as being a highly effective manager. And it only goes to show that in her success that she's seen, she manages the entire. Right now, she manages the entire international investing group for Service. She graduated with her MBA, and she constantly volunteers within the organization to improve different aspects of it. She's always willing to give different ideas and give her opinion about certain things, and always is willing to look to a better solution. There's always somewhere that there is growth. And that's what I envy about her. And that's who I hope to become in the future as a leader and a person in general. Anyways, that's kind of my spiel about these questions. And I hope if my future self listens to this or watches this, that um, this resonates with you, and you can only see the success of these ideas. So